Now that we've discussed the basics of the approach, we now want to look at some of the things that can negatively affect it. One of the more common things we see, especially at lower levels, is an approach that's just one speed. So instead of a gradual buildup, the player will rush in, which makes adjusting to a non-perfect set very hard. The second is an approach that's directed into the court rather than to the antenna. This causes the player to get too far into the court and have the ball pass them on a perfect set. The third is a very small step close or small third step. Remember that this should be the largest and most powerful. So a small third step will cause a player to broad jump, lose forward momentum, or have a huge fourth step as they now need to make up distance to get underneath the ball. All these things could lead to a loss of jump height. The fourth is an upright trunk. This doesn't allow our arms to go back as high as possible during the backswing, nor does it allow for a very forceful trunk extension, which can also help with upward lift. Some of the double arm lift errors that we see are one, the arms being too high on the second step. Now most people do this as they think it will help them get further in the backswing, but what ends up happening is the arms take too long to return, causing the player to be late. A small backswing, an early flexion of the elbows, and a flaring out of the arms can all potentially lead to a loss in upward momentum as we're not taking full advantage of our double arm lift. And finally, if our feet are not turned to the setter, our hips and torso will not be allowed to open up, which is crucial when generating rotational trunk speed and ultimately arm velocity.